Hello, welcome back to the contractual agreement. No, not. What was it? Contradiction, that's it. Well, it might be a contract, we don't know. Somebody's got a contract on someone here. Where were we last time? We were in a fun house in the Atlas building where Kate must have got the drugs from, which is inside her, found inside her body. I think that's what we came up with the agreement to. Which I don't really understand where that's going at all. In fact, I don't even know where to go from here. Let's go see Rebecca. I don't know. Hello, Rebecca, darling. Hello. She can't make anything, this skill. Oh, that's right.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
What haven't I asked you? A lot of things have happened, so I'm just going to catch up on everyone.
Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
So she's never been to the Atlas Zone? Can't ask her about that.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Where did I pick that out from? What does it say? Saint Bernard de Menthon. Okay, it's a Catholic thing. It's an earring. No, it's not an earring, it's a keyring. Drop business card, here we go.
Have you seen this before?
No.
She's playing hard to get or something. At least give me some sort of... Oh, have I already asked all that? Oh, that was boring.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
No one. She's boring. At least Emma gives me information. Okay, nothing to do here. Let's go see Paul.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Can you tell me about the room with the mirrors at Atlas? The one with the combination lock?
How did you get in there?
I was given the code for the combination.
By Ryan?
Well, nobody else is allowed to know the code, are they?
And not in theory.
So how's the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
And what about the CD?
Well, that helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
Why are they very protective of that room? Like, there didn't really seem to be anything in that room for them to be so seriously protective of it.
And what do you know about Simon's laptop being stolen from Atlas?
No, I wasn't happy about it.
What did you do about it?
Ryan paid a con man to install a complicated CCTV system at twice the price that it would probably have cost. Seemed to do the trick, though. We haven't had a theft since.
Hang on, it's CCTV footage. So, wouldn't they know that Kate went in and stole the drugs?
Seen this before anywhere?
No.
Oh, that's a Rebecca. They're all in cahoots.
Do you know who this is? Dean Hayfield, Aztec.
Sorry, never heard of him. We have some prisoner of a sort who does our IT. Large guy. No manners.
A prisoner? What? Why would you have... I don't know. I wasn't even doing anything there.
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
So he's a drug addict? Why would he need the drugs? Unless if he's using the drugs for an ulterior purpose. He pulled his bag out last year. Was that to do with Liam's murder? I don't know, like... I mean, pulling your bag out, you can pull your bag out doing anything, so... It doesn't necessarily mean murder.
Do you know anything about devil worship, Paul?
I beg your pardon?
Devil worship? Satanism?
Am I missing something here?
I heard Atlas had elements of Satanism on the course.
You are misinformed. We're a training company, we're not devil worshippers. What kind of a question is that?
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector, I have no interest in the occult any more than I have interest in pole vaulting, cheese-making, or snake charming. Anything else you want to know that I'm not interested in?
That's fine, thanks.
Are you not interested in it, Emma? Okay. I must have missed that one. Anyone come?
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
All they did was raise more questions. What the hell was that? Drugs are going down. Okay. Still can't go to the crazy hair lady. How do I get in? Sorry. How do I get over here? Okay. Do you put something in here? No, nothing's changed there. Still the black scrying nose. Velvet feather. Huh, can look at something here.
So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do.
Huh, okay. Is that what it looks like? Thanks. Thanks for explaining to me what a poppy pod looks like. I would have thought they were garlic or something. Okay, what do we get from here? Actually, I'm surprised we didn't take any. Our kleptomaniac cells are getting better.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Though we did, you know, handle the evidence without any gloves again. Oh my goodness, all the stuff we got to ask here.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for,
Oh,
James?
really? Thanks.
Decoration? Why?
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me? I can honestly say I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that.
Scout's honour.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them to anyone else?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Hang on, so... selling the pods to pensioners. And I'm thinking maybe... no? Alright.
Seen this before?
Don't think so.
Recognise this at all?
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Does he live locally?
I think so.
I'm thinking maybe he sold the stuff to either Ryan or Simon. It looks like I've asked him everything else. I haven't asked him about...
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay.
Well, it seems to be all. Alright.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
You said I could go grab some poppy pods. I was going to grab myself some poppy pods. This is going to be the most happiest murder out there. We're looking for a murderer with a smile on his face. Let me pick up any poppy pods. I think it'll be better. Go phone the chief. Tell him we've got some funny killers around. Call chief. There we go. Seriously, what's going on in the police station? No one picks up the phone. Where else to go now? I guess go see Emma. Where are you? Here we go.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Hello, have you missed me? I got some poppy pods on me.
Strange question. Have you ever known of anyone selling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. It's okay.
She had a bit of a smile on her face. I haven't... Have I asked her everything? Probably. Spent more time with her. Oh no, here we go.
Have you ever heard about there being devil worship at Atlas?
Devil worship? No. Definitely not. Who said that?
It's just something I heard. Okay, thanks.
Girl with the crazy hair. That seems to be all. Alright.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. Odd question. But have you ever seen anyone handling dried poppy pods?
Poppy pods? As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Where did he get it from?
I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? But I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so...
Okay. Well, there's a contradiction there, doesn't it? Well, it's the same thing. You're allergic to opiates, and then...
Aha. You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
Go on.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
What candidate?
Prime candidate. It means the best person in the group, basically.
What do you mean, test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester, it's me. And the other person's the...
victim?
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing. Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
Because they thought she was the best student?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except you decided to give her morphine. To break the law.
Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear.
Atlas seem to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
So... something horribly went wrong inside the mirror room. She was under... Simon gave her morphine. He's saying it was consensual. Maybe it wasn't. She might have even had an allergic reaction herself. Maybe she overdosed on it. And there was a big cover-up regarding it. I think I've done everything else here. No, haven't asked.
What do you know about devil worship?
Devil worship? Where?
At Atlas.
Devil worship at Atlas? No, there's none of that.
So much for the crazy hair lady's accusations. I think I've done everything else.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Nothing there. Probably going to get killed. There's still people over there. Like, what the hell's going on over there? Oh, hello.
Just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You can push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
Ow.
Excellent, Tom.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test. I thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out. Inspector Jenks.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like that.
Do you want me to make you?
It's okay, Tom. Mr. Jenks won't be bothering us anymore.
Don't make any rash commitments.
Is he threatening us? So I need to stab him in the head with an earring?
Well, well. You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
Okay, so we gotta go to this place here. I have to go behind the house. Then I have to pull out key fob. Huh. I was expecting a garage door to go. I'm just breaking into a car. I swear I'm going to get arrested. I've broken so many laws here. What the hell? What am I doing? I'm ruining evidence. All the murderers are going to get away free.
Bingo. Well, Ryan,
Kate Vine,
what have you been up
£500.
to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
So it's nearly $1,000 Australian. Probably more. Probably more around 800 or something. I don't know, somewhere in there. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Crazy Head. Are they running a terrorist organisation? Is this like a cover-up? Let's have a look at this door. See if there's anything crazy in here. Ah, it's normal. Ah.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Would you like to explain what this is, please, Ryan? £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
I suppose so.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500.
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal reason?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
Something's going on here. Okay.
Now, tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students. The ones with the most potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals. We train students to be exceptional, truly exceptional. And they get a wonderful top job. It seems a very simple deal.
And how do you decide who the prime candidate is? Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson, it really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives. More than I.
A motive to kill her, do you mean?
Now, that's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
Don't believe Simon's a murderer.
Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods? Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter.
And I haven't asked him about that.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap. Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though. It's like a double act, doesn't it?
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
And he said this wasn't a bribe.
Aha. So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Assessment?
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
I think so.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
I think someone's on poppy pods. He's getting a little bit crazy there. Okay. What do we got?
Aha. Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate?
Yes!
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference! If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
Whoa.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Wow. Someone needs to blend Xanax into a juice and drink it. Wow. Okay. I'm leaving it there, guys. Join me as we solve the murder. Until then, see you next time.